I photograph a community of transvestites that live and work in this very old red light district based in the city center of Catania. My name is Lorenzo Castore. Glitter Blues is a story that is very peculiar because I was not absolutely interested into photographing a transvestite community. I thought this was done already and I didn't feel that was the need to do that. I realized that it was important to work on two extremes, working on myself, on my personal experience, and to work with somebody else's experience and life that was really away from me, to balance, to enrich one part with the other. I photograph a community of transvestites that live and work in this very old red light district based in the city center of Catania, where the sexual identity of the people that live and work there is accepted and tolerated and give them the chance to be a community living aside from the regular mainstream mentality. You enter this perimeter and it feels like you are in a kind of a village, a kind of a closed environment. And the world that is there, it's completely aside from what you have just a few meters away. You have all these rooms where these transvestites and prostitutes work. Then there is a part where you have drug dealers. I was not at all interested in photographing the transvestite. Then I had a trigger. I thought that it's not about sexuality, what is interesting for me there, but it's more about identity. But then I understand that these people, they live two lives. They have a regular life, and then at night they turn into this more precise identity that is more precise to their deep soul. They are all from Sicily, which is very conservative. It's the mafia region of Italy. It's like pain, sin, punishment. All these things are all mixed in a very strange sense of guilt. I don't want to do spectacular images. I decided not to photograph the clients. I just want to focus on them, focus on the personality. It could be at times a story of misery. It was also a story of fun and great life for some of them. This project is about standing for your identities, for the life you choose, no matter what the mainstream mentality is. And at the same time, they represent a very contemporary and advanced community in terms of how they live their sexuality nowadays. The way they live their life is to be recognized and accepted as human beings, as accepted as women. They are okay with the body they have because they feel anyway women in the body of a man. What is for me the most important is that there is the need to sell oneself as the only possibility for existing, but there is also the possibility of choosing a life that is very far away from what a bourgeois mentality would consider a normal life and have pleasure in living it. In this picture, where you see the face of this metaphysical, almost religious, mystical image of this woman fading on the wall, this is another entrance to the red light district where you have some murales, and this is by far my favorite one because it's a face that seems transcending something. So I can see there either pleasure or a mystical ascension or a transformation. I was always very intrigued by this image. I can't stop to look at that, and like everything I am very attracted from, I attempt to photograph. This picture is shot from the inside Lulu's room, and this was not very easy the first years of my visit there. I would just talk from the outside to the inside. I would never be invited to walk inside. And then suddenly something changed. When Lulu would invite me to go in, I was accepted and I could stay in the room. This creates something new, something different, something more intimate. That was a very important step in the way I lived and I was accepted in the neighborhood. So this is a picture of Lulu smoking, but for me it's more a picture of me being inside. In this picture, there is a half of the face that is Lulu herself, and the other half is this fictional painting that Lulu made of her own face. I like this image because it's very primitive, but it's also very effective. You can feel a duality, femininity. Marcello turn into Lulu, and this transformation is allowed by the use of color. So this picture is important because it's a presentation of Lulu in her deep identity, and the color, it's very important because the color underlines the real identity of Marcello. My experience of Glitter Blues was a wonderful way of being connected with human beings. The most precious gift of this experience is that I really was there, not as a photographer, but as a part of the environment.